Welcome to the episode Middle Ground with JLE.L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, The JLE Experience. You go pick it up on Amazon anywhere. I own the copyrights, so don't mute on Facebook. In the season 13, we almost at the end of the season. We have another fabulous guest for you. We have Walsh College Adjunct Professor, Goldman Sachs Alum, Authorpreneur, Publisher, Speaker, and So It Is Written LLC CEO, Tenita Bestseller Johnson. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Jeff, thanks so much for having me. I was like, you got your own intro music? That's sweet.
Yeah.
I gotta get you to write me something. Yeah. I just got a theme song for my company, but I gotta get one for my nonprofit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, you got 2 albums out, working on the third.
Wow.
Like, might as well use your stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because Facebook will flag you if you're using somebody else's. So yeah.
Man, I started seeing them like, okay, disclaimer says every time.
Yep.
It's mine. I own it.
It's mine. I own it.
Stop it.
That's right. And in this season, you better own it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, first question, what led you to this path?
What led me to the path of writing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I've been doing it since I was a child. Grew up single mother household, really didn't feel like I had a voice. You know, back in the day, our parents weren't like, oh, sit down, let me talk to you, let me hear what you want to say, you know. So writing was like my outlet. I went to the Communication and Media Arts High School in Detroit. People know it as PMA today. I was the second graduating class, so I'm dating.
Wow, you're beginning.
In 1997, yep, the school opened. God, 4 years before that. So what, 93? But yeah, 1997, I graduated. And from there, went on to the University of Missouri. You know, I thought I would be a newscaster for like the Detroit Free Press or Fox 2 News. I thought I would be working in editorial or reporting. And unfortunately, we see the state of media right now. Newspapers are almost obsolete. A lot of publications have went out of print. They're more so online, or they totally have dissolved altogether. You know, your Jet, your Ebony magazine, all of those, they're gone. So when I came out of college, I actually went into corporate communications, which was a path that I had not considered. But just like GM, Ford, I've worked for Volkswagen, Audi, I've worked for Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, I've worked for DTE Energy, which is the light and gas company for all of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
They all have corporate communications departments. They all need writers. They all need editors. They need storytellers, whether it's for their intranet, just for their employees, or for the external media. So yeah, this is my passion. This is my heartbeat. I promised myself that I was going to write my first book, and I did so in 2010.
Nice.
Now fast forward to 2025, and I have 25 published books. So and now I'm working on my first feature film, which is based off one of my books, When the Smoke Clears, a Phoenix Writer.
Nice.
Yep. So I also did the book as a stage play in 2017, 2018, and actually we brought it back last year. And every time we've done it to a sold out audience downtown Detroit. The love is amazing. The support is amazing. People come out, they share it, they come, they buy a ticket. The love and support has just been amazing for the creative arts. That's why I tell people, I'm like, if you have a gift in the creative arts, like the opportunities are endless. They're endless. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is like always my outlet. This is always my jam. This is always, no matter what, no matter how low I get, I'm always writing something. It may be for a client or it may be for me, but I'm writing something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the stage play.
The stage play, When the Smoke Clears. Yeah.
Do you know Donald Snipes?
Yep, Don. Mm-hmm. So I know Don as an actor. Yep, and so we all kind of run in the same circle. So the writers, producers, the directors, the actors, all kind of run in the same circle. I've seen him at different events. I know him from afar. I haven't personally worked with him for my production, but I'm connected to some of the producers and directors who have worked for him and who are working on my script. Because full transparency, I write the books, but then I hire a script writer because guess what? I gotta funnel my dollars into the Black community as well. So I'm hiring other Black script writers who are already writing movie scripts.
Yeah, he direct, right?
I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I have to do it myself. I wrote the book. Can you write me a script based on the book? And so Richard Bass and Melissa, they wrote the script for
Nice.
When the Smoke Clears, the stage play, and now Richard is working on the script for the movie. Yeah.
That's awesome because I went to Cooley with him in '96.
Oh yeah.
And when you said, I'm like, your name sounds familiar. Like I know he bought tickets to something before.
Yeah.
Make it.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe it was your play.
It might have been. It might have been. So we do so many events in and around the city. But yeah. So I'm excited about that. We're looking at taking the stage play to Cincinnati. Now,
Nice.
when you get out of your market, it's a crapshoot. It may flop. It may flop, it may fly, but we're willing to take that risk. And it's a risk. I mean, you out there on faith, for real.
But people do show out.
Yeah, until you sell that first ticket, it's like, all right, we can always cancel, we can always postpone, we can always try next time. But once you sell that first ticket, it's like, all right, ain't no canceling because people done bought tickets now.
And I mean, maybe check out Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Baby Detroit.
It's Baby Detroit. Yeah. I mean, they call that Black Hollywood. So it's like, everything and everybody, if you can't make it to LA, it's like move to Atlanta. So yeah. So I'm excited about that. God is good. A lot of great doors.
All the time. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I'm connected to a lot of great people who, if I don't know how to make it happen, they're going to make it. They are pushing me to do the movie because I was like, no, I'm scared. I'm good.
Now you got to.
Yeah. Yeah. They like, come on and do a movie. I'm like, I do books. Like, I'm good. They like, no, come on.
Man, that's a goal for a book I'm working on now, political thriller. Well, that's going to be on Netflix or somewhere.
Yeah.
When I'm done with it.
And so I'm glad you said Netflix because I feel like before COVID, my goal was, all right, I'm going to do a movie. I'm going to do a red carpet event here locally. And then, I'm going to try to, maybe stream it on Amazon or Tubi. And literally when everything shut down, you got to remember the movie theater shut down. Everything shut down. They weren't even making movies. So it was like streaming took off. So now it's shifting my mindset to, okay, this isn't just about doing a red carpet event in Detroit. How can we go broader and more national with it, international with it? Netflix is everywhere. So yeah.
And with streaming, you can still do your hookup in the D.
Oh yeah.
And that thing can stream everywhere.
We go party just to party. We gonna have a red carpet.
Of any platform, everybody like, oh, that's going on right now.
Yeah,
I'm down the street. Let me go check it out.
Yeah. So a friend of mine, her and her daughter are launching her daughter's first movie next week. So I'm going to support that and help and serve and take tickets at the door. So we all kind of work together. It's not awesome. Scraps in the barrel mentality. If people need us to work the door, take tickets, take concessions, what do you need me to do? And we just show up. Ain't nobody asking to be paid. We just show up and help.
Hey, you get that in the back end.
Yeah.
The money always gonna be there.
Oh yeah. It's an honor. Sometimes I've been an extra in so many movies, and it's fun just to be on set. It's fun. It's fun for me just to be on set. I don't even care what my role is. More times than not, I don't have a speaking role. I'm normally like I'm on a committee or I'm a reporter or so, you might see me for 2 seconds. It don't matter. I was there the whole day to shoot that one piece.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I put myself in the movie, I gotta be the villain.
Why?
I'm always a good guy. I wanna know how it feels just to be like, Chef, I didn't know you had that in you. Wow, it was worse than Thanos. Dang.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
But you know what? I've never aspired to act. I think for me, it's just fun to go as an extra because you ain't got to remember no lines. You just do whatever they tell you to do. You show up, they feed you. You just there all day hanging out. Like you on set, you see all the main characters, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's an honor. I was an extra. No, I ain't got to get paid, but
now remember when we was giving out them food stamp deals for the movie industry, and they was coming here filming.
Right.
They filmed some scary movie in Old Main on Warren and Cass.
Wow.
And people telling me, man, the food spread was immaculate. Like,
oh yeah,
they had it like that for it. They like called
Yeah.
everybody on campus, come get some food because we're gonna throw it away. Like,
yeah.
they do it like that for a film.
Oh, because you got to
Like,
realize
yeah.
most times you're on set from 6, 7 a.m. to midnight sometimes. So ain't no, you're not going home. So your breakfast, lunch, and dinner is on set. Yeah.
They lay it out like, okay.
Yeah. So, but we have a good time. I mean, it's all family. That's why I tell people, I'm like, you can't burn bridges because the industry, particularly in Detroit, where it comes to writers, playwrights, producers, directors, it's real small. It's smaller than you know.
They find out.
And people talk. If you shady, people talk. They just talk. They know who to work with and who not to work with. Yeah.
And that, you don't want to do that to yourself.
You don't want to do that to yourself. Yeah.
Do it the right way.
Yeah.
Now, what is So It Is Written and why the name?
Yeah, so It Is Written is today it's a publishing house, independent publishing press, and we also offer ghostwriting services and book coaching. So we only have 3 core services. We don't offer any type of, marketing. We don't offer distribution. We don't offer any of that. We focus on those main 3 things. So either helping people write the book or they've already written the book. We're helping them publish the book, or I'm going to write the book for them, which is the ghostwriting. But ironically, I started this business in 2009. And when I started, it was just an editorial business. So I was just editing and proofreading because I almost love editing more than writing. I don't today, but I used to. So now I have editors on my team who I can send my projects to and say, hey, we got a new publishing client. I need you to edit this for me. I pay them and they get it back to me. Again, circulating the Black dollar in the Black community. So I work with a lot of Black editors and proofreaders.
Nice.
So, I mean, it doesn't have to be. And I think a lot of times when we have our own business, we feel like we have to do everything. And it's like, no, you can employ people and you can be a stream of income for other people as well. But when I first started the business, we weren't offering publishing. We weren't offering ghostwriting. It was just editing. So I was so tired of seeing self-published authors put out books with grammatical errors and spelling errors and punctuation errors. And it's like, they should not know whether or not this book was self-published or if it was published by a Simon & Schuster or a Baker & Taylor. They should know the difference because it should be done in such excellence. And so my focus from the beginning has been to help not those people who get a deal with a big time publisher, but the self-independent author who's going to do it themselves. And they know they're not the best with grammar and spelling and punctuation. So yeah, that's the problem we were trying to solve at the time. And we still solve. But yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
So you don't have that boy like, I missed it. Like, nope, go read it one time.
Oh, read it again. And it takes hours. I mean, at one point I used to be able to do like 20 pages an hour. I think I'm at half of that now. I can do about 10 pages an hour because it's that in depth. I mean, sentence structure. Are you contradicting yourself? Spelling, grammar, punctuation. Are you just rambling? Does this even add anything to the story? Can we just take it out altogether? All of that is the content and developmental editing that we do. So yeah. And the name, so It Is Written, of course, comes from the Bible, like so it is written, so let it be. And I was I used to go to Greater Grace Temple, and I was raised in that church. And I'll never forget, he was teaching a sermon at one point, and he just kept saying, it is written, like where Jesus is talking about, it is written, man should not live by bread alone. And he's responding to Satan And literally, I came out of there and I was like, "That's my business name." So it is written, because I had something. I had something before. I want to say it was like The Right Stuff, which was like WRITE or
Okay.
something catchy. But no, so it is written, and we've had it since 2009, and that's how I got the name. Yeah,
That's awesome.
thank you.
Now, what does it take to be a best-selling author?
So two things. A lot of people hear best-selling author and they don't really know what that means. Um, Many people are best-selling authors on Amazon, which, let me tell you, Jeff, it can be manipulated.
Ah.
It can be manipulated. So on Amazon, in your category and in your subcategory, because when you upload your book, you pick which categories your book is in.
Mm-hmm.
In those categories, if you have the most sales that day, notice I said that day,
Ah.
then you are a bestseller that day. Tomorrow, Jeff, it can change. So you may be Amazon bestseller #1, which is why you see people take a screenshot of it, because tomorrow, guess what? You may be number 8, you may be number 8,000, but it may not be #1. The other, yeah, Jeff, yeah. So when people tell me I want to get Amazon bestseller, Jeff, I can tell you the strategy and how to run the campaign to get it, because you just got to push the majority of your people at a specific time. All right, everybody, at 12 noon tomorrow, go download my book. It's only going to be 99 cents, but it's only available for 99 cents for like a 2-hour window. Boom. Okay, you climb to the top. But as far as bestseller status for the New York Times and USA Today, and they do not release statistics. It used to be, okay, if you sell 10 or 20,000 books within the first week. But I think they just know certain people. We already know if Michelle Obama or Barack Obama or
Yeah.
even Trump at this point, before Joel Osteen, before he releases the book, when it comes out, it's already got New York Times bestseller on it. They've already given him bestseller status before it even comes out. So, because it's based on their reach, is based on their target market, is based on, I mean, he's got what, 40, 50,000 people at his church. So that right there, if each person buys one, is 50,000
Yeah.
sales. So
You're
yeah,
right.
it's a numbers game. But I also tell people, Jeff, when they come to me, because people come to me with that question often, how do I become a bestseller? And I'm like, why do you want the status of bestseller? What does it really mean? Because if it's not equal in dollars and cents, you can have the title and it can mean nothing. Because a lot of people don't realize when you upload your book to Amazon, yeah, you can do 70% or you can do 35%. So they're taking a big chunk, almost 40% of your proceeds of every sale. So you're not going to get rich until you start moving hundreds or thousands of books. But if you sell 10 books on Amazon, you're not getting all that money. So it's like, do you just want the title just to say you have the title? Or is there something behind the title? Because it's like, okay, you get bestseller status, then what? What's the next goal?
If it ain't equal money, it don't mean nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. And well, and not just money, but I would say, Jeff, if it's not opening doors for more opportunities, if you're not able to speak more, coach more, get more clients, my goal is to sell my books in bulk, not even one to one. If I can move books in bulk, get a company that wants 100, 200, 500 copies of my book and have me come in and speak to their employees, that's more successful to me than just having bestseller status, So I think a lot of time people want the title, but that doesn't necessarily bring the open doors. It really does not necessarily bring the financial, because
And
that payout from Amazon every month be looking real scary. Like, what are we doing?
yeah, because if you don't know someone and that's in it, you
Yeah.
think bestseller, oh, they get the champagne caviar, they doing it.
No,
But
I'm
now
here.
you learn
I'm
from
here
a
to tell
professional,
you.
like, no.
No, Jeff, I'm telling you, and I'm telling on everybody, it can be manipulated, and it looks good. And people say congratulations, but guess what, Jeff? Those congratulations don't equate to dollars and cents.
Yeah.
People will say congratulations all day, every day till they blue in the face. That don't
Yeah.
mean they're clicking on that link. Are they clicking on the link to buy?
Yeah. I need that bread in my account.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, once we get to that point, we can talk. But even then, for the people who have not manipulated the system, for the people who have got true bestseller status, to them, it's like, okay, I got bestseller status. They get to put it on every book, like John Maxwell. So I work with the John Maxwell leadership team.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally like, okay, I'm a bestseller, but my goal now is how can I help you get to bestseller? He's not even focused on himself. So I think a lot of times we have to take the eye off, okay, me. And when we help other people climb, yours will come naturally. You don't want it the manipulated way anyway, because then you're trying to cheat in the system.
Now you want to find your audience, so
Yeah.
they always buy your books.
Well, and that's the thing too, Jeff. A lot of people, they write what they believe is a good book, but they don't know their target market. They don't know who they're writing to. Because I ask people, who is your target market? Well, my book is for everybody. It can't be. The Bible isn't for everybody, which is why we got 18,000 versions of the Bible.
Yeah.
Nobody's reading King James, so everybody's like, I need to do the Message, the NLT, the NIV.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever way you need to read it, we got a translation for you. But again, the King James version of the Bible is not for everybody. So your book is not for everybody. I think that's the biggest mistake people make. We would love for the whole world to read our book. But when it comes to marketing, what they say, like, if you're marketing to everybody, you are marketing to nobody.
Yeah.
It's too broad. It's too broad.
Yeah, you do got to cut it down.
Yeah. And so a lot of my books are focused around, of course, women, healing, breakthrough, trauma. I write a lot about sexual abuse, marriage, blended families, suicidal thoughts, depression. So I'm writing about the taboo subjects a lot of times that people don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole in the church or in the marketplace. I'm writing about those things. So like my next book that I'm working on is Marriage Uncut Part 4, but I want multiracial couples. So Black and white women, men, maybe I know a white male who's married to like a Korean or Chinese woman, and the things that they've had to go through to bridge their family with just the racial divide in the way the country is, let alone their marriage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that game just flowing out of you.
Yeah. But so I mean, in a book like that, people would say, well, who is this book for? This book will be for married couples who are biracial and they're having problems and they can't get past those problems that come with the separation of race, because it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the state of the country right now. So, the DEI initiative is being pulled and all that. And it's kind of like, if you got a white husband and a Black wife, how does your household flow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what made you get into being an adjunct professor? It's quite interesting.
Yep. So I teach communications. I teach Com 405 at Walsh College for undergraduate students. Most of them have done at least 2 years at a community college. So they're coming over in like their junior year. I am very active in the Troy Chamber of Commerce, and Walsh is one of the companies that sponsors a lot. The Troy Chamber of Commerce just recently moved into the Walsh College campus, like they're on site in their building.
Oh, wow.
Yep, in Troy. And so at one point, believe it or not, I was looking at getting my doctoral degree.
Okay.
Because, and this is a plug for anybody listening, if you join the Troy Chamber, you get a discount on classes at Walsh College. So I was like, maybe I'll go back and get a doctorate degree. I got a master's, got a bachelor's, but the doctoral program. And so when I looked at the doctoral program, my husband was like, you can do it, but you're not getting student loans to do it. So you got to pay for it out of pocket. So each class, I don't know, it might be $3,500. I can't remember, but each class is 11 weeks. So every 11 weeks coming out of $3,500. And when I was talking to the enrollment advisor, she said one way to offset the cost is to become an adjunct professor. And what we pay you for teaching, you can then use to pay for your doctoral program.
Mm.
So that was the goal. I have not yet started. I got accepted and everything. I have not yet started, but I probably will. And, of course, the more classes you teach, you just get the difference of whatever your doctoral program is. But of course, with a doctoral program, you're only taking one class every 11 weeks. You're not taking 2 or 3 classes. So, yeah.
Is it hard to join Detroit Chambers?
Is it hard to join the chamber?
Yeah.
No. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize. Any business, you don't have to be a business in Troy. My business is based out of Rochester. But to join the Troy Chamber, I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, there's a certain fee. If you're a bigger corporation like a DTE Energy, there's a certain fee. But the benefits of it are not only the networking, but the connections that they have to Walsh College. So, okay, you get to do a doctoral or a master's degree and you get to do it at a discount. We get like 15 or 20% off classes. So that's one of the benefits. But in addition to that, I'm hosting a conference at Walsh College. I get discounts on room rentals if I need to do an event at Walsh. Now I have that connection to where I can do an event at Walsh and I can do it at a fraction of the cost than if I just walked in there cold. So yeah, but any business, you can have a business in Detroit, Royal Oak, Ferndale, wherever. We have people from all over there, over like 750 companies in the Detroit Chamber. So, but there are people from everywhere. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, how did you become a Goldman Sachs alum?
So apply for the Goldman Sachs program, and I want to clarify because there's a Goldman Sachs, I think Black 100 or 1000 women in business, and then there's the original Goldman Sachs program. So I was in the 29th cohort of the Detroit Goldman Sachs. We started last January, and we graduated around April, May,
Okay.
April. Yeah. And so yeah, it was a rigorous process. You apply, you got to go down to Tech Town and do a full interview with the academic advisors. But it's a wonderful program because what it does, Jeff, is it forces you to look at the way you're running your business. It forces you to look at all of your balance sheets, your financial statements. And when you leave there, you have a 5-year growth plan. So my 5-year growth plan is I have a creative writing program for middle school students called Ideas to Ink. And so we go into the middle schools, we teach middle school students creative writing, storytelling, and then we publish them in a book. And then we allow them to sell the books and we have them do a book signing. So essentially, seventh and eighth graders, essentially these 7th and 8th graders, they become entrepreneurs at 12 and 13 and they get the books to sell. So that's my growth strategy. And so over the next 5 years, my goal is to get that particular program into more school districts, into more schools. Summer programs, like last year, I ran it for Avondale Public Schools over their summer program. So we kind of shortened the program because it was for the summer, which was only 2 weeks of classes. But yeah, so yeah, but Goldman Sachs is amazing for any business owner or even author. I would definitely tell people apply. I think you definitely have to have your past 2 years of tax return for your business. You got to have all your documents and ducks in a row. Like they want to see statements and financial statements, all of that to verify that you're a legitimate business before you can even get into the program. Because the program is free. It doesn't cost you anything.
Don't want no scammers.
Yeah. 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 But it's amazing. It's amazing. It's well worth it. You're at Wayne State once a week, one day, but it's all day. It's 8 to 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Well, we reached the point of the show. Mark, promote what you got going on.
Yes. So in addition to the writing piece, I run a nonprofit called the Monarch Circle, which we are attempting to help men and women heal from sexual abuse through the use of small group discussions. And so we have a live event coming up called Turquoise and Tears, where people wear Chuck Taylors and big tutus. That's April 13th. It's in Shelby Township at the Palazzo Grand. If they go to Eventbrite and they just search, Turquoise and Tears, or they put in Chucks and Tutus in April, it'll come up. it'll definitely come up. As far as the writing, I'll be holding a 3-day conference called Brand Book Bestseller. And I'll be teaching about how you can take your brand, what you already do, into package it into a best-selling book, and then get to bestseller status based on your speaking engagements, your coaching, all of that. So that's in August at Walsh College. I believe it's the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, and it's 3 days. So if they want more information about that, they can go to my website, tenitajohnson.com, or the company website. Yeah. Or the company website, soitiswritten.net. Yep.
Got you covered with that. Like, bam.
Yeah.
On the screen.
Yeah, ready. Yeah. Oh,
Anything else?
No, this is good. Thank you so much for having me, Jeff. This is amazing. Keep up the great work.
I didn't realize I was doing ministry. You know, God is tricky.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I need a few pennies in my pocket.
He pushed me out there too. Yeah, we supposed to have a marriage podcast. Pray for us. We go do it.
Oh, that's good. That's gonna be that'd be good. I mean, I saw a video my friend sent me about a lady want to divorce her husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I don't know, these people they not listening to them vows.
They not no, because it's stupid stuff now. People don't hold it near it. No.
You lost your job. I'm divorcing. Like,
yeah.
So sickness, bad time.
Yeah, for better or worse. This might be worse. This
that just sounds like Charlie Brown. Rah.
Yeah.
You just heard all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's a whole nother podcast, Jeff, because you know people get married for the wedding. They don't get married for the marriage.
Nope. They get on your last nerve. Go cool off.
Yeah.
Go back in there and work it out with them.
Yeah, they want the party. Just say you want a party in a white dress because that's what they want.
Real talk.
So thank you so much, Jeff. This was awesome.
All right, we got a few more. Can I get all that knowledge out of you?
Yeah.
What has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
So I would say one of the biggest challenging is knowing what to charge.
Okay.
And charging too little. Because I think here's the thing, if people see you charging too little, they almost don't value it because it's $20, it's $15. When I tell people my ghostwriting services start at $20,000, they don't understand why. But in my mind, I'm like, if you take this book that I wrote and you produce a movie and a stage play and all of these things on the back end, and you sell 500,000 copies and you haven't wrote, all I got was 20,000, you will get millions. But the book is the blueprint to everything else you want to do. So again, it's one of those things of getting out of the fear of no, getting out of the fear of rejection, and causing people to level up. People call me all the time. You come highly recommended. They told me I needed to come to you. You're the greatest. You're going to do it. Yeah, all of those things. And my price is my price. And it took years to get to that point where you can stand flat-footed and say, our services for ghostwriting start at $20,000. Would you like me to send you an agreement? And wait for you to respond, you know? Because a lot of time we start explaining, well, here's what it includes, and this is what, no, don't explain. Let them ask the next question, because my price is my price. So it took years to get there, but most solopreneurs are probably undercharging. Well, I'm not doing $50 events. I'm not doing $20 events. I'm not doing it.
Well, think about it. The young black lady that originally did Terminator and the Matrix, because she had her copyright that this is her work.
Right.
It wasn't until I think it was Michigan Chronicle 98 article I heard about her. Like, yeah, oh, a lady wrote all this.
Because if she didn't have a copyright, they would have got paid.
And it went until like 2010 they finally said calculate them billions and give her a check. That's her work. How long she had to fight to prove this is mine.
But once she proved it, here come the check.
You want to still make stuff, you got to ask me.
Yeah, yeah.
But cut my check.
Yeah. And so,
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and so Jeff, I think the biggest thing, the biggest challenge has building my confidence to not be afraid of no and not be afraid of rejection. Because people
Mm-hmm.
will say, well, some money is better than no money. No, it's not. All
No.
money ain't good money. And the people with the lowest amount, well, I can pay you $200. They got the most questions, the most complaints. It's no, no, no.
No.
I've worked with $20,000 clients who they approve everything along the way. I have no problems with them. No,
Mm-hmm.
none. They just want to get the book done.
Yeah, because like you said, that book could go on to be made to a movie, TV
Yeah,
show, whatever.
yeah,
They made 20 million. You only
yeah.
asked 20,000.
And I got 20,000, but they made 20 million. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's none of your ideas mine. So
No,
just put it
it's
together for
all
me.
mine. But that's the benefit of being a ghostwriter. That's the benefit of being a ghostwriter. They can give me credit or not. They don't have to.
Yeah.
It's in the contract. So they could totally go out here in front like they wrote it and it's perfectly legal. Okay. They paid me to be ghost. But you're gonna pay me well to be a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'll wait for that one.
Yeah. So if I could encourage anybody, I would say you got to work on building the confidence and get out of the fear of people telling you no or people telling you that's too expensive, that's too high for who? Because I've had people who have paid it, so it can't be too high because
No.
as soon as two or three people pay it, okay, there's a market for this because people are paying it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. In your words, what has been your impact in the community?
Hmm. So my prayer is that my impact has been that I advance hope, that I empower people to get up and take action. I don't want to just inspire and empower and you ain't doing nothing. Get up and do what you say you're afraid to do. Because sometimes you're gonna have to do it scared. But I think more than anything, yeah, a lot of things you're gonna have to do scared. But
I done all this doing that.
yeah, yeah.
Get me.
But my hope and my prayer is that, and I think about this real talk. Like I'm 45 and it's like, okay, I probably have more years behind me than in front of me. And what will people say when I'm gone? Like, what will my legacy be? Like people call me the book bully because they like, I ain't even thinking about writing a book. And you just gave me a whole book idea. Like, why are you in my business? So it's just pushing people out of their comfort zone more than anything. Because
Yeah.
otherwise we'll stay stuck.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, we'll stay stuck.
I've had more conversation about broadcasting and radio stuff
Yeah,
since I started this.
yeah,
People never thought about it.
literally.
I just had journalism one semester at Cooley.
Hey,
That's all I can.
but
I can
that's
leave
a
now.
whole. But even journalism, that's a whole broad industry with subcategories under that. You got print, you got broadcast, you got radio, TV. Now you got social media. It's a whole thing. You can do a whole lot with journalism.
And my teacher forced me to do it. We had to write an essay. So, oh my God, you should be on the school paper. Like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You can interview people. Like, no.
Oh, I love it. I love it. They were trying to pay me to write papers in high school because I love it.
I did get to interview Isaiah Thomas. That was pretty cool back then.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
He's a real cool dude.
Yeah.
But everything I do now, it's always okay. Go research.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know nothing about this. Go research.
Right. And I mean, we got the biggest teacher in the world. If it ain't YouTube, it's Google. Like you can figure it out.
you going to like, but I okay. I got a little knowledge. I'm fixing
Yeah. No, Jeff.
I can't be looking bold out these streets now.
No, if you wanted to recreate yourself today, you could. All on YouTube or Google. Literally.
Mm-hmm. Well, we reached the Yoda game. Hope it made you comfortable, relax.
Yep, I'm good.
Give me that Aristotle type knowledge right now.
Uh-oh.
What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Ooh. Trying to find their purpose. So I would tell them to start with their passion And then I will have a caveat, because your passion is not necessarily your purpose. When I think about purpose, I think about God's original intent when he put you in the earth and what he wanted you to do. I think a lot of times, Jeff, people think purpose is a career, and it's not necessarily. It can be, but it's not necessarily that, because people will get into the funk of, well, if I lose my job, then I've lost my purpose. And that's just not true, because you can get another job and you can start a new career.
Yeah.
But God had a purpose for you when he put you in the earth. So I would tell people, listen, start with your passion, but you really got to dig deep and think about, what do you want your legacy to be? You know, what's one thing that you would do day in and day out, every day that you get up? Every day that I get up, I'm all about empowering people. How can I inspire people? How can I encourage people? How can I motivate people to do something different than they've never done before? I do that for free. Nobody pays me to do that. That's how you know it's your purpose. Like, whatever exudes, it comes out of you naturally. It just seeps out of your pores. You don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, that was me in 08.
Yeah.
I started posting daily stuff to inspire somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally turned that into a book.
And see? Yeah. Yeah.
And a show.
and a show. And it's probably so much more than that. It's probably so much more than that. So it's like, you know, you got to find your passion first. The thing that gets you out of bed in the morning. Like Eric Thomas talks about, like, I don't need an alarm clock. My purpose wakes me up in the morning.
Ah, that dude.
Yeah.
I came across him on TikTok.
He's phenomenal.
He made me take this to the next level.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
I was half-stepping.
Yep. When you're so excited that you're getting out of the bed because what you're doing that day is just, you just leap. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've reached 40 countries now.
Wow.
All age demographics. I'm like, wow.
Amazing. From your living room. That's crazy.
Man.
40 countries. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. I ain't think nobody's paying attention.
Hey, it's always somebody listening. And the good thing about podcasts is they may not be listening live. It may be 20 years down the line they catch this episode. It's so funny. I recorded a podcast episode last year, and a lady emailed me today and said, will you speak at our women's event? I was listening to the podcast you did a year ago. Wow. She just listened to the podcast like March 5th. Will you come and speak? Because you come highly recommended, and I listened to the podcast episode.
Yeah.
It never expires. Never expires. As long as it's on YouTube, it's there.
You online?
Yeah, I'm still listening to Dr. Miles Monroe. He long gone.
Oh, that dude. Yeah.
But the words still speak and they ring true. Listen.
You're right about that.
Yeah. So just be faithful over it. I mean, 40 countries is always, that's already amazing. Like, yeah.
Get out the mud.
Yeah. Yeah. And eventually, look, we'll be in a cool studio with seats and we'll be next to each other and all the things.
Oh, yeah. All the trembling. It's like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just being obedient here to there.
Yeah.
Doing the thing.
Absolutely.
Because you couldn't tell me I'd be doing this. I just want to do music.
Wasn't even thinking about it.
No, I mean, all these titles, man, I'm not trying to have no company.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to do me.
Now you see,
Babyface. That's it.
Yeah. Now you see how the music is applied to the podcast, because that's your opener and your closer.
The people trip like, man, you got your own. Because I don't think about what I do. They're like, stop. Yeah. You got your own intro for all your. It's your music.
Yes.
You ain't stealing nobody's stuff, and it sounds cool. Right?
Yeah.
You ain't think about it, like.
Yeah.
You so caught like down the road, you ain't noticing, man. You just do.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll either buy the rights to use somebody else's music, or like you said, they don't have intro music. They just don't. So yeah.
We're from the D, baby. You gotta check me out. Woo-woo.
Using all the gifts, squeezing all the juice out of every lemon. Yes.
My music can change your life. Them beats be banging. It's possible.
Yes. Yes.
You can bang it everywhere when you get 85 finally.
Yes.
You know, cut it down. No, bang in front of a church. It's possible.
And see, you working on album 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, hey,
Yeah.
I think more than anything, I would tell people keep going because you never know which one is gonna strike gold. Like people may start rocking with you at album 7, but then they gonna go all the way back, like, oh, let me listen to album 1, let me listen to album 2. Like they might just find out about this podcast now and you in the 13th season.
Man, I have people reach out now on LinkedIn like, hey, can I be a guest? Because I saw an episode like that was so awesome. Like,
See? Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm being humble, like you got like 20,000 followers.
That
You
means
rock with-
nothing. Means nothing.
You
When I
like
tell
me,
you
okay.
nothing,
Yeah.
nothing. It means
That's
nothing
good.
if you're not genuinely connecting with those people and they don't really know you. It's the numbers. It's numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you enjoy being in the middle ground?
Hey, this was amazing. I'm trying to get a middle ground t-shirt and everything. You need to have merch.
Hey, maybe you can help your boy figure that out so I can start
I
getting
got
it
you.
together.
I got you. We're gonna get middle
definitely
ground t-shirts. We're gonna get the mics with the little thing on it that say middle ground.
I believe like along the way you're gonna meet the one that's gonna be your Avengers to get you all the way right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just keep working. Just keep working.
Nothing is impossible. If we can think it up, hey, you got to see it before you see it.
Now, you're always welcome back. You can be on the sports show if you like. Saturday at 9, I do my social discussion if you want to be over there.
Oh, wow.
We keep it 100 about what's going on in the world, whatever topic we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk around.
Okay. You don't want me on the sports one because all I do is watch the Super Bowl. That's it. That's my extent of sports. I am not your sports girl.
Yeah, you sound like my co-host. You know, she's taking a break till NBA pickup.
Yeah. I'm like, you don't want me on the sports one. No. Not a social one. Yeah, we can talk about that one. Yeah.
Have you got any people that want to be a guest to share their journey, what they doing?
Okay.
Hey, bring them on.
For sure. I'll definitely pass the word along.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to thank Walsh College Adjunct Professor, Goldman Sachs Alum, entrepreneur, publisher, speaker, and what's that book bully?
Book bully.
Yeah, throw that in there. So it is Witten LLC.
Yeah.
And a Monnet Circle nonprofit CEO.
Yeah.
Tenita Bestseller Johnson.
Yes.
And a journey, appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was amazing.
All right, because of you telling your story. And anybody go check her out, website. I'm gonna check one of these next events you got going on, because plays and stuff. I gotta start getting into that.
Yes.
I'm missing out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Until next time, everybody.